Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. I'm a videographer and video editor. Today I want to share my thoughts of how the first year of 2025 is going so far. The ups, the downs, the in-betweens, the things with the business. It's been a little bit different than I expected. I quit my job, I think I said in my last video, I quit my job about a month ago. Early to mid-December, I quit my job as a medical assistant and I chose to do videography and video editing full-time. I've been doing it part-time, but never really had that opportunity to take the leap and do it full time. And so with all life circumstances happening right now, I was actually blessed enough to take that leap of faith and see what could happen. I've been trying to find my groove of my process, because it's your first time owning a business. And so it's just like, all right, now I got to do everything. I got to figure out how to do the LLC, do the legal stuff, have a bank account, processing things. What's my offer? Who am I gonna serve? All these things were getting in my head, and I was almost starting to get overwhelmed, overthinking. But little by little, I feel like I'm finding my footing. And the biggest realization I'm having right now is just to start and just to do things that you're first good at, and also things that you want to explore. And I can explain that. My background mainly video editing, and I had done shoots before, but not to the professional grade that I am growing to start doing. It was a little bit intimidating to see a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of videographers miles ahead of me when I'm somewhat in the beginning of stages of like my career in doing this. It was a little daunting to be like, oh wow, where's your portfolio? What work have you done? Who do you help? Do you only want to do vlogs on YouTube, or do you want to help business owners? What type of business owner? And how are you going to help them? Do you want to help them scale, drive traffic to their businesses? Do you want to just help make creatives for them to build their personal brand? And so I had all these things circling in my head, and I'm still, trying to find my footing, but I feel like I'm landing more on, yes, wanting to help business owners, but sort of helping brands with like commercials. I like the creative aspect of filming. I can do the pump and chug of like social media, that grind, but at the same time, I would rather try to help people who are wanting to promote their products, whether it's an online course, whether it's their local business. They have a product they launched, a book, a drink, a bakery shop. I'd rather help those people who are trying to make a living, but even big brands. Like I just did this I'm trying to practice making commercials, and so I just did a random Celsius Peach Vibe, Find Your Vibe commercial, and if I have it, I'll put it here. And if you guys want to see breakdowns, I can probably start doing breakdowns of these commercials that I want to do, just so I get a better job of explaining, because people say a lot of times you learn by teaching, you learn by doing, but you can also learn a lot by teaching it. So I can start teaching some of the breakdowns, some of my thought processes with like the shots I'm doing, some of the ways I get the shots, some of the ways I color grade it, the storyboard, all those things. So I can start doing more breakdowns of these mini commercials I'm doing, and even other stuff I'm posting on Instagram. A lot of my creative ventures I'm gonna try to start doing on Instagram. Chris J. Terry is my Instagram handle that you can follow me for these mini commercials that I'm trying to do, but also aesthetically looking reels. I'm using it to practice my skills. I'm using it to practice shooting, practice getting those shots. And I'm honestly like afraid to say I'm a beginner, because I feel like people will judge me or discredit me and the service that I can offer. I can video it. I can shoot. I can produce a good deliverable. And I understand where the person's coming from. If you don't have a portfolio, if you don't have proof of what you claim you can do, it's hard to trust people. So I 100% agree and 100% understand. And so that's why I'm trying to be more proactive in reaching out to people, doing free shoots, doing practice on my own, so that I can confidently say like, hey, I've done these things, I can do it for you too. and here's the proof behind it. And so I think that's been one of the biggest hurdles coming into this year and doing this venture, is just overcoming that, not quite imposter syndrome. I guess it's imposter syndrome, but more so just the reality of like, I'm a beginner in more so a lot of these areas, but that doesn't mean I need to be discredited, because I don't want to fake, I don't want to front. And I feel like starting into this thing, I was fronting. I'll be honest, I was fronting. I was acting like I was regurgitating the tips I heard online. I was claiming things that I had no real proof that I could do. And so I'm off that, not doing that anymore. Just being authentic and, being unapologetically. I drank the Celsius too fast. So I feel like I had Doritos. Oh, I didn't even have Doritos. It was the Chipotle. I did have chips and queso. That was gross. Anyway, that honestly is probably the biggest thing that I'm overcoming coming into this thing, coming into 2025, coming into doing this full time on my own, is that fear that me being more so of a beginner, I'm either going to stifle myself by comparing myself to other people who are further along in their journey. I'm going to not get clients because people are not going to trust me or want to do business with me because I'm a beginner, even though I have experience. I've edited, I've shot stuff. I'm around a lot of people who are doing it as well. One of the things I wanted to say is I'm blessed to be able to be a part of a crew that is doing a daily show, and the production value is just so impressive that I'm exposed to so many high quality people and professionals that it's making me improve quickly. I'm getting to hear their thought process, hear how they move, how they act, the decision making process that they do. Like, why did they color grade it that way? Why did they cut it here? Why did they choose that type of music versus that? Oh, the branding aspect of things. Like, I'm learning so much, and I'm blessed to be able to do that on a regular basis, week by week. So not only am I, covered financially for the most part, I'm also getting this relevant experience that I can apply to my own business. And so I'm just so grateful that God allowed me to have this opportunity, because honestly, I would be, grinding it out without it, trying to, practice and meet a lot of people. But the exposure level, plus the financial security, is just such a blessing that this is a tangent, but please hear me out. God is faithful. He knew I needed more opportunities, more reps, more exposure to high quality professionals in the industry, and he provided that. And so it's just amazing. And it's like, at first, my first time being around these people, I had I had the imposter syndrome. I had the imposter syndrome where I was like, man, these people are so much better than me. I'm like stalking their Instagrams, like, wow, they're so cool. They have all this experience. Like, they're really dialed in. They're so creative and professional, pristine. And I was looking at my stuff and looking at theirs, and I'm just like, man, I'll never be able to get there. But like, obviously that's the lie, the enemy. That's just the wrong mentality. And I had to recognize, okay, they've been doing this for 3, 4, 5 years. One person said they were in production since the year I was born, 1998. So it's like, I'm 26, and the whole time they've been in production. They've made the mistakes. They've been through the ringer. They've already, learned from their failures. And so just recognizing, like, man, I had the opportunity to like learn from them, learn what not to do, what to focus on, and to really, get a head start in this business and really get to see where do I want to take it. Like, I'm exposed to a lot of athletes, artists, a live daily show, but also regular content, how to build a brand, how to build a media company, but also be able to sell products and stuff. Like, so it's just an amazing experience that I've been able to start this first month is in January, and I'm excited to continue to learn and see where that can go. That brings me to where I'm at now. I think the last video I said I service fitness coaches, fitness and wellness coaches, or I was circling around the idea. It's the tip that I know I can share because I'm experiencing it now, is when you're looking for information really try to find people that have been there before, have done it before you. And a lot of the things you can find on the internet for free. Huh? This month went by fast, but I definitely learned a lot. And even the gear aspect of it, like really recognizing that you can do a lot with a little bit of gear. And so be faithful over little, and you can be faithful over much. And that is the verse and mindset that I'm taking into the rest of this year, and the rest of my progression, is just be faithful over where I'm at now. Be faithful. Don't think you're bigger than you are. Be honest where you're at, but continue to progress and improve. Get 1% better every single day. Learn from your failures, grow and improve. And so I'm not ashamed to say that I'm more of a beginner than a lot of people you may see on the internet, but I'm excited to see who I will be in months and years to come. You got to start somewhere. And so if you're down for that journey, definitely follow along. If you are a business owner and you want to make content for your social media, you want to make content for your brand, for things you want to sell, hit me up on Instagram, DM me on Instagram at Chris J. Terry, and we can have a conversation to see how I can best serve you that will benefit you. I am here to service you. And at the end of the day, I'm remembering that, like, it's not about the money. Like, the money's going to come. The money will come. I am 100% certain of that. The money will come. I just got to be faithful over the few. I got to be faithful over people who do put their trust in me and do want to work with me and deliver the best quality product that I can produce. And then be honest with people that if I can't do it, then just say I can't do it. Yes, take the risks, take the leaps, and stretch myself, but don't be fake. Don't be untrue to where I'm capable at now. And so, learning a lot, growing a lot, and I'm excited to continue to share with you guys the journey, and hopefully you guys can get a lot of tips on video production, on social media marketing, on business, on faith, life. If you're down for that, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see moving forward. I'm looking to do, like I said earlier, breakdowns, some of the reels that I do on Instagram, but also these talking head life advice or faith advice, quick tips for growing on social media as I learn how to grow on social media, and even books that I'm reading, which I'm sure will be pretty helpful. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. Thank you guys for rocking with me, and if you liked the video, then maybe you'll like this next one. See y'all.